Bremerton Barrel Room here in Langhorne Creek. Got Lucy.
The other one, the other sister.
Don't get it wrong, the first thing comes out big one. G'day guys, welcome to a new episode of Bogan's Guide to Wine. I'm Stampy.
I'm Brody.
And we're here at Bremerton in Langhorne Creek with winemakers Beck and Smitty, and we've just been doing a bit of a tour around the winemaking process. We've got to the stage, we're in the barrel room, and we've just been explaining how important wood is.
Yes, so important. It's the single biggest mistake we could make, or the single biggest way for us to have a positive influence on the wine. So they're really important to us, and making the right selection. And we've got a barrel trial here we wanted to show you guys, which was one of our best blocks of Shiraz. And this is from the 2018 vintage, but we've got it aging here in different types of wood. But in particular, we've got an American oak barrel here, and we also have a French oak barrel, and it gives us the chance to have a taste and see the difference between those two types of wood and how they impact on the wine.
So what you would expect in the different types of wood? So what's the difference between French and American oak?
Well, obviously from a different country, and also the oak is a different type of oak, the grains of it. So the American oak is actually a little bit more porous and sensitive, so actually the wine is soaking a little bit quicker and actually imparts some more flavours a little bit earlier, I guess. And the American oak tends to have a little bit more sweetness to it, a little bit more softer. And the French oak probably imparts, it's more finer, it's more tannins, but more, keeps the wine looking quite tight.
More structural?
Yeah.
So and we historically we've really loved American oak on Shiraz, and it's not necessarily the coolest oak at the moment. A lot of people, talk about French oak as being more premium, but with all of our trials, we still love really well-made American oak on Shiraz. There's just a beautiful synergy. So it's about finding the right cooperage and the right toasting levels and the right forests, and having that really good match with your wine.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Definitely different wine varieties with French and American oak.
So when you get those sort of vanilla characters in red wine, where does that come from?
Usually from American oak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And often the toasting.
Yep.
So the style of toasting they'll do will bring the toasting being how they treat the inside of the barrel. So they fire over a fire, they'll put the barrel when they're making it. And the level of toasting, so light to heavy, but the time it's toasted as well. So sometimes you can get a heavy toasted barrel that's toasted quickly, or you could get a heavy toasted barrel that they've spent a long time on a low fire, but it's taken a really long time to penetrate the wood, but it's still come out as a heavy toast. So there's lots of different ways a cooper can influence the flavours that will come from their wood.
Is that something that a winemaker requests?
Yes.
They toast in his barrel?
Yep, so when we order barrels, and you've got to remember that these are often somewhere between, and this is a barrique size, 225 litres, maybe if you're lucky somewhere between say $900 up to $1,200 a barrel. So there's a lot of investment in every one of these that you want to get it right. So we can ask for the grain size, so the actual width of the grain, the level of toast, so whether you wanted a light toast, a medium or heavy, and the time. And also they have to bend this wood to make the barrel, and they need heat to do that. So the heat source can be fire bent, so over an open fire, or immersion, which is like a water bending, where they actually put it in hot water, and that heat allows them to bend the stave. And if you think about something being submerged in water, it leaches out some of the more aggressive characters. So water bend or immersion barrel is often a bit more delicate, so a bit softer. So yeah, there are all these things we can order. Yeah.
Price of the barrels, puts in perspective when you go to Bunnings to buy your...
Exactly, your half barrel. Yeah, I know.
And also every forest.
Depreciation.
Like you can choose forest specific, like one side of France to the other. And America's the same. This is from Pennsylvania.
So you've got Missouri, Minnesota, Pennsylvania.
All have different characteristics. So it's another word.
It's real you know, say mind fuck.
It is.
Yeah, what you, whatever.
It is, it totally is.
And then
that-
the region is
Yeah.
different too. What works for Australians in the Barron Barrel might work so here.
Yeah.
yeah.
And in here too. Difference in the food.
Thank God for you guys.
I know.
Thank
But it's why I was saying that it's actually probably the biggest decisions we make are based around this. And we put lots of energy into the trials because you can muck it up. If you put your wine in the wrong type of wood, it's influenced that wine, you can't take it out. So that's your wine done.
So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to
Yep.
put the,
So I'm going to start with the American oak. So this is a Pennsylvania barrel, as Matt said. So have a taste of that one. I'll taste out of your glass, Matt. I've got the glass of mine.
we'll find another one. That's the peanut gallery over here.
And you can see here medium toast, we've got the heads toasted, so these heads are toasted, and 3 years means the staves are actually aged for 3 years before they're turned into a barrel.
So the stay is each individual thing.
Yep, so the timber when it's cut, it's just flat straight staves, they stack them in, often at the point of origin, so in France and in America, and their climate, their rainfall, their snow, their sunshine, leaches and changes the wood on the outside, so they actually grow, they deliberately grow some kinds of bulbs on the outside that help the wood's character, and then when those staves are planed, then they'll be sent to Australia and then and made into barrels here, or they'll be made into barrels in the country of origin and sent as a whole barrel.
Does the barrel change affect the colour at all? It all happens in the other way.
Yeah, not really. You don't really see a lot of colour difference. The work we've been doing is on aging wine, red wine on its full solids, and when the sulphur would be added. So if we delay our sulphur additions and we're aging on full solids, we found some really great colour stabilisation, but it's about retaining the colour more than you can't enhance the colour from your barrel. Yeah.
So this one here went into barrel in 2018, straight to this barrel, and it hasn't been racked out. Not once, so that's
Racked out, so what's racked out?
so you've got a pump and suck the clear wine off the top of the lees. So once the yeast finish their fermentation, they'll actually dry and drop to the bottom of the barrel, and that's called the lees at the bottom. And so by leaving it on the lees, you actually get a bit more flavour, mouthfeel, characters, which can help enhance and make the wine a little bit richer. But the traditional way would be to rack it off that lees and then clean the barrel and put the wine back in.
It's not just banging it in the box, is it?
No,
We thought the hard decision was which one on the shelf.
exactly. And then from our angle, we've got to convince someone to make it up on what
that's
they pick up. So with this American barrel, you've got a lovely sort of generous fruit flavour. There's a sweetness there, but it's not over the top. It's sort of a creamy sweetness, and that's why we love this supplier of American oak, because it's not just a big sweet vanilla bomb of a barrel. It's actually still got a lot of delicacy to the flavour, but it enhances the richness of the wine. If you want, we can compare it now. If you tip that in there, we can compare it to this French barrel. You don't want to waste
And I
it.
used to know that. Most people say there's alcohol.
I'll give you another glass later if you want. So this is a French oak barrel, and as Matt was saying before, often the French oak barrels are a bit more about structure and sometimes spiciness and those kind of characters rather than sweetness.
Spices, maybe very
So how different those two wines are? It's exactly the same wine, it's just the influence of the wood.
Yeah.
And I get more, yeah.
Oh, like everybody, it's just a difference in it.
Oh, yeah, to me, yeah. And it's about the perfume. Like that wine has more almost some of the. It's not green, but there's a little bit of herbal note in there as well, and you get a few other elements coming through that weren't coming through in the American oak.
I can't believe that's the same one.
Yes.
So which way you guys can lean in at the moment? Can you tell us which one do you reckon is?
I like the first one.
American?
Yeah, the fruity, more fruity.
Yeah, I've got to agree. I reckon the American is a bit better, but we're wine lovers, not wine experts.
Yeah.
And so what's the experts say? Which way are you guys leaning?
Well, it really depends on where we're going to end up putting the product too. Like different labels require different things. But they're both I'd probably lean to the French instead.
And for me, this is the beauty of being able to make wine in individual barrels and have differences is I think in the end they'll be blended. So you'll get the benefit of the American oak and the French oak together in one wine, so that you'll have that lovely bit of sort of fruit, sweetness and creaminess and a bit more structure.
And that's when it goes with the lab and the...
Well, let's blend it right now.
Oh yeah, so the American oak, that was just went there. That's perfect, idea.
Thinking?
Popped in there.
I just don't want to waste it.
That's about 50-50. There you go, try that
We can pour this into
One closer.
one. French, yeah.
There's always good attractions going on.
And so if you imagine a wine like our Selkirk Shiraz, it's 100% Shiraz, but there's probably a minimum of 10 different parcels of wine that will go into that final product. And each of those parcels will have a different character or a nuance that's its feature, and we get to play with that and work out which of those features work the best together to make the best wine. So it's exciting.
Completely different wine.
Yeah.
It's amazing. All right, well, I think we're running a little bit long on the episode, so thank you very much for having us here. Really
It's our
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Thanks. Loved it. Loved sharing it with you.
I hope everybody's a little bit smarter and appreciate the effort that goes into the winemaking process.
And the fun.
And the fun.
Get it in you.
See you next time. Just been Bogan's got on, jumping the gun.
Sorry.
Get it in you.
Yay!
Now you can rock your very own Bogan's Guide to Wine t-shirt. Visit bogansguidetowine.com.au. Get it on ya.